The biggest lie in the current format is that board breakers are actually good, and a lot of good players are even spreading that information, but they aren't good at all. They are bad, they are doo-doo. If you side them against any decent player, you will lose, and let me explain you why. Let's take Yummy as an example. A lot of good players, to my surprise, a lot of videos, a lot of guides will tell you to just side 20 trillion board breaker against Yummy, and if you draw just 5 trillion of them in your starting hand, you maybe have a chance. And in the beginning of the format, I believed that too. I thought, okay, there has to be some truth to the stuff people are telling me. So I copied a few OCG lists, I adapted them, played songs, played Droplet, played Thrust, and bro, after like 2 matches of playtesting, I immediately realized you guys are smoking some heavy stuff. For your board breaker to actually do something against Yummy, you not only need to draw one of them, no, you need to draw like 2 or 3. And even if you draw 2 or 3 and you successfully shut down the end board, if the Yummy player is decent, he will play the right version of Yummy, which is the hand trap version. For example, let's take my list. If you board break me with 2 or 3 board breaker, congratulations, you broke my board, but what about the 3 or 4 other interruptions in my hand, brother? You are not beating that. Board breaker are not the way to go. If you play board breaker, if you main them, if you side them, you will not be successful. Yummy Surprise is just way too difficult to deal with for board breaker in combination with the hand trap version. You are not winning that game, and I'm not saying that out of thin air. I tested a lot. I even had a few mirror matches today against the songs and board breaker variant, and bro, it was one of the easiest games of my life. It was literally a free win. Next example is Vanquis Soul K9, and brother, do I even have to tell you something about them? Have you seen their endboards? Have you seen the endboards they can make? It's literally like you need 3 hands to counter the interruptions they have. And the problem is that they not only have a quadrillion interruptions on board, they have the trap that can board wipe and then special summon Raisin effect, they have Holy Soon hand, Caesar pop, endless amount of grind game. You are not breaking the board. And even if you side breakers, the only breaker that necessarily does a lot because it also shuts down the K9 quick spell is Book of Eclipse. And first of all, that can be ashed, and if you get ashed on that, you just want to jump off a bridge, like literally, it feels like that. And even if it gets through, they still have like 7 interruptions. It's not worth it. But oh Trinity, they have the K9 cards. You can't possibly hand trap them. No, you are wrong. It's not right what you are telling me. It's very easily doable to stop them or to cripple the endboard to a laughable amount of interruptions just by using hand traps. You just have to know when and how to hand trap. In my experience in testing so far, hand traps are a lot better against K9 Vanquis Soul than board breakers are. You are just not realistically breaking their endboard. It's not possible. And I will literally die on that hill. If you want me to make a separate video in where and how to use your hand traps against K9, against Ripper, let me know. I do not like Draco Tail in the current format because I do believe it's a lot weaker in comparison to Yummy and K9 Vanquis Soul. But it's still a respectable deck, you can still lose against it, and I would not be surprised if anyone tops a major event with Draco Tail. With all that being said, board breaker are still as even against Draco Tail. The endboard is nothing that good. It's like set 1 or 2 with a fusion monster and a lot of layered interruptions. They have a lot of hand traps, they have a quick fusion in your turn. It's good, but they literally have a spell negate in form of a trap card, which is like the best thing you can have against board breaker. And yeah, they are really resilient against board breaker, but they are really bad into hand traps. Since you can, like the main point of the interactions to get things started are the trap cards. And let me tell you one thing: you can hand trap the trap cards. You can literally Ash or Ghost Spell them. I mean, that should end the conversation. Next example, Malice, Mitsurugi, Raziel, those are still top decks. They can easily keep up with Vanquis Soul K9 and Yummy. And brother, we already know that, alright? I don't have to talk about that. You are not breaking those boards. Like, you are just not. You have to stop them from achieving those boards. And I immediately, after just a day of playtesting, after like 2 or 3 matches, I immediately realized those things, that using board breakers is just pure copium. And I'm flabbergasted by the amount of people that are spreading those informations into the world without thinking just for a moment or playtesting a lot. Brother, I mean, you don't have to listen to me, just test it yourself. Play a hand trap version and then play a board breaker version a lot against the best decks with good pilots, very important, and then come back to this video and tell me that I am wrong, because I'm very confident that I will not be wrong. The only other content creator I see sharing my vision since day one is Triff Gaming, and yes, even though he's saying a lot of cap in his videos, bottom of the line, he's telling a lot of truths. For example, that Obedience Schooled is literally the best starter. If you have the choice between Obedience Schooled and Hornet Rounds, always do Obedience Schooled. Do not chain Hornet Rounds. For the love of God, do not do that. He's telling a lot of good stuff, he's sharing my vision. I believe that if you want to see good yummy resources, check out his channel. I believe that there are some exceptions, maybe. For example, if you play yummy, Metal Tronos is kinda a good card in the mirror match, of course, but not only does it negate something they can't chain to, no, you can also special summon a free level 1 from the deck to the field, and then you have full combo. So it kinda duels as a board breaker and a one-card combo. I can see maybe arguments for Metal Tronos, but even Metal Tronos can be a bit like weird. It can be ashed. If it's your only push, you still lose. Like, it's not enough. Metal Tronos, even though it negates something and gives you a one-card combo that's literally a special summon, even that is mid, bro, and you want to use like Book of Eclipse or Dark Ruler or Pankratops. That is the most copium card I have seen that format. If you play Pankratops, you will lose. Go ahead, special summon Pankratops against me, go battle phase, free money, free win for me, thank you. Pankratops is not doing enough, trust me. Especially if you consider that for Pankratops to even have a mid impact on the game, you have to sacrifice your most valuable resources, or one of the most valuable resources in the current format, which is the battle phase. It's not worth it. You can literally rename Dino Wrestler Pankratops to Dino Wrestler Midratops, because it's so mid. This is just a short information video or rant video, if you will. I will do a lot more Justice Hunters content in the next few days, especially a deck profile, maybe like I already mentioned, a video where I talk about how you hand trap which deck, which is very important, because if you are bad at throwing hand traps, when to use them, yes, then hand traps will feel even worse than board breaker. The next bigger video I will make is probably a yummy deck profile, where I will go over every ratio, a good side deck. I will explain literally everything, why I play that, why I do not play that, why most people are hella wrong about Nibiru, and yeah, then you will understand everything a lot better. Until then, see ya.